welcome to the Under 4. I'm Steven Schramm, joined as always by Bret Strelow. We cover college basketball here at the Fayetteville Observer, and this is your weekly look at the big questions surrounding ACC basketball. Now, Bret, you do know what week this is.
Yeah, it's the week for National Signing Day in football. You know, all the schools bring in these recruits, make it official, and everybody's in a rush to judge who's got the best class, who's going to be busts. And we have a little bit of tradition here at the Under 4. We like to check out basketball, but go back to the guys that are seniors, or supposed to be seniors this year, and with some information at our disposal, judge how these classes are fared.
Indeed, indeed. We're going to do it report card style. We're going to issue some letter grades with the benefit of hindsight. I will get us started here with Wake Forest. They had a three-man class back in 2009. Two of those guys are no longer here. Ari Stewart is at USC. Connor Tucker, he is now at UTEP. You might know him from such news stories as him getting punched in the face by ECU's Shamar Bowden not too long ago. The only one of these that's still a Demon Deacon is CJ Harris, and he's put up some decent numbers, but he's had some teams that have not been so hot. So unfortunately, because so many of those guys are not playing in Winston, and because CJ's had a rough go of it, I think we're gonna give them a C- for this class.
I'm going to go with NC State, this five-man class that was brought in under Sidney Lowe. Kind of break them into three categories. You got Josh Davis, lightly regarded. I think he made 2 starts as a freshman. Now he's actually playing really well for Tulane, averages about 17 points, 10 rebounds a game. This next category, you've got Jordan Vandenberg. He redshirted last year. Helps him off the bench a little bit. Not a star by any means. Deshaun Painter, he played for the Wolfpack for 3 seasons, was a valuable reserve last year, finishing his career at Old Dominion. Then you've got the 2 stalwarts, Richard Howell and Scott Wood. Wood started for the Wolfpack ever since he got there. Howell started last year, one of the best players in the league this year. So, kind of like a lot of these. Judging this, for as much as they've gotten out of Wood and Howell, it's been pretty productive. They haven't accomplished a whole lot. So I'm kind of wavering on A-, B+. I think I'm going to give them a B+. If they do a little bit more later in the season, maybe that grade would get pumped up.
Certainly, certainly. I will have North Carolina. This class is a really tough one to discuss because it's a total mixed bag. You've got a guy like John Henson here. He was a first-round draft pick. He was an excellent player during his time at Carolina. He really did the hard stuff. He had the violent cuts, the no cautious closeouts. He would really nail those two-footer, those tough baskets. He was a really prime-time player there for the Tar Heels. You've also got the Ware brothers. They've transferred to UCLA. And you've got Leslie McDonald and Dexter Strickland. Their careers have kind of been shaped by injury, but they're still decent parts. But this is a really mixed bag of a class. I'm going to give them a B- just because, a guy like Henson helped get him to an Elite 8. You got to give him some credit for that.
I'll finish up with Duke. This 3-man class, obviously Seth Curry was a transfer. We've got Andre Dawkins, Mason Plumlee, Ryan Kelly. As freshmen, they helped Duke win the national championship. I think, their contributions, Kelly, I think, scored 8 points from January to the end of the year. Plumlee played double-digit minutes but didn't score a whole lot, was more of a rebounder, and Dawkins may have had the most impact. 7 points in the ACC title game. You had the big threes, I think 2 of them against Baylor. And when you look at what they've done throughout their careers, Kelly, Plumlee, as seniors, have helped Duke get to number 1. Dawkins, inconsistent. He's not playing this year. We don't know if he'll play next year. That's still a possibility. But, based on the longevity of what they've done for this program, and I think I'm going to have to give them a solid A.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess I will write the A.
There you go. Well, that should just about do it for this week. As always, you can read our stuff in the pages of Fayetteville Observer. You can check out our blog at fayeobserver.com and come find us at Twitter. I'm at Steven Schramm with 2 M's. He is at Bret Strelow with 1 T. So until next week, don't forget to guard your yard.
Dexter must have been right. Have you been watching Jimmy Dykes tape?
I haven't watched any Jimmy Dykes tape in a long time.
Dexter!